guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be all about makeup brushes and how to use them, when to use them, what brush is meant for what purpose, and all that I know I'm going to share it with you guys. And if you're new to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Let me know in the comments down below what you think about this video, and let's go!
Okay, so I'm going to start this video with this concealer brush, dip it in my foundation, and I'm going to apply a little bit on my face to not use extra foundation more than I need. So I'm using this brush. You can use your fingertips as well. Then to blend it out, I'm using my makeup sponge, and I'm going to use dabbing motions and try to blend it out. I'm using a sponge because it gives me the best blend and the best texture rather than using a brush or my fingers or a silicone sponge thingy. Do not forget to blend it down your neck. And to set my foundation, I'm using this round fluffy brush, dipping it into my compact powder, and I'm going to cover the foundation. I do not want it to be cakey, so this step. Always set your foundation. Do not leave it like that. Now to contour my face, I'm using this brown lipstick. I'm going to contour my cheekbones, my jawline, my nose, and my forehead. And to blend it out, I'm using this makeup sponge. I'm using a sponge to blend it out because a sponge will blend out cream products more easily than a brush. See how we went from no cheekbones to cheekbones. To set my contour, I'm using a bronzer. For this, I'm using a fluffy brush. Tap off the excess and apply your bronzer to the places you contoured to give it more dimension, more definition. And in case you apply too much at a place, just go in with your beauty blender and tap it 2-3 times to make it good again. To bronze my nose, I'm using an eyeshadow brush, eyeshadow blending brush, and I'm going to slightly apply it on my nose. Then using an angle brush, I am going to fill in my brows. To fill in my brows, I am using this grayish brown shade because that's the closest I think it should be to my natural hair color. So yeah, just trying to fill the natural shape of my eyebrows. Then to do my eyeshadow, I'm using this orangish color. Using a blending brush, eyeshadow blending brush, which is fluffy, so using circular motions, I am going to do my crease. Starting from the outer corner, drag it in, stay on the crease. This color is going to be my transition shade. Always choose your transition shade to be neutral. And going in with another clean fluffy brush, dipping it into a maroon color, and I'm going to apply it to the outer corners of my eyes. Maroon or red, I don't know, it's kind of both. It's not as dark as maroon, it's not as light as red, it's kind of in between. Circular motions, circular motions. For fallout, I'm using the brush I used for compact because why not? Again, going in with a packing brush, I am going to dip my brush into a champagne color, apply it to the inner corners and drag it to the center of my eyes, and then I'm going to slightly bring it over the maroon to blend it out. For doing this, I'm using a packing brush because it is much more easier when you want to apply a lighter color to pack it onto your eyelids. So use a packing brush. Packing brushes are usually densely packed. For applying glitter to my eyelids, I'm using my fingers. These glitters are sticky, so you do not have to worry about eyeshadow glue or anything. Apply it to the parts where you applied your champagne color, and to kind of make it non-sticky, I am again going to dip my brush into that champagne color and I'm going to apply it all over the glitter. So applying the champagne color over the glitter is going to help my glitter to not move around and get into my eyes. So pretty. Again, going in with the orange color, I'm going to line my lower lash line, tap off the excess, look up while doing this, or else the shadow might go into your eyes. Now I'm doing my liner. For my liner, I'm using this small liner brush. And starting from the center of my eye, I'm going to drag it in and bring it out. If you haven't seen my video on 12 different types of liner, do it right after this video. It will be linked in the description box. For mascara, I'm using this Morphe mascara and I'm going to wiggle my mascara wand into my eyelashes. I'm wiggling the wand because wiggling the wand makes it less clumpy and helps your lashes be separated from each other. So after wiggling, I'm using a compact powder and using the applicator it comes with. I'm going to apply it to the under eye because it will help my face look more brightened. It's kind of like baking, but it's not baking. For blush, I'm using this round fluffy brush and I'm going to dip it in this peach shade. And I'm going to apply it to the apple of my cheeks. Apples of my cheeks? Whatever. And I'm going to blend it out. For highlight, I'm using another clean fluffy brush and using a golden highlight. I'm going to apply it to the highest points of my face, like my cheeks, my cupid's bow, forehead, and chin. Highlighting will give your face a little bit of shine. If you do not want that shine, skip your highlight. If you want that shine, do your highlight. Your call. For my nose highlight, I'm using my fingers and I'm going to apply it to the bridge of my nose and tip of my nose, and using a brush I am going to blend it out. For lipstick, I'm using this Maybelline Color Show Crimson Bold Crimson lipstick. And making stupid faces, I'm going to apply it. Done. Voila.
That is it, guys. That is it for this video. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Comment down below what you would like me to do next, and share this video with your friends whom you think needs to know how to use their makeup brush. And thank you for watching. Bye.